Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily if you are new here. And I want to thank all my returning subscribers and I feel nervous with you sitting there. Yes. Go into the bedroom, would you? It's okay, Jeff. Because it's the way you looked at me. Oh my gosh, okay. I am losing the light. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much if you're new here. All I do is talk about plants. Sometimes here and there I will talk about lifestyle, planty things that I do, and also I just talk about real life. And I want to also thank you for my returning subscribers. I can't thank you enough for the support, the love, and the feedback I get from all of you. You are going to have to apologize, or I'm going to have to apologize. It's getting dark, and so sorry about the lighting. I wanted to go over today little snippets. I'm not going to go into any care detail. If you want to have more of that, I can always do a video and tell you how I take care of my plants. More of the plants you're going to see here today are going to be the aroids, the Araceae family. Those are usually the plants that I tend to love and that I'm more drawn to. I have other ones, but I prefer this plant family more. I favor them. And I wanted to show you what plants are thriving and putting out growth like crazy here and there. New plants, new leaves every single day. It feels like I turn around and there's a new leaf growing. So I don't know how many I have here. There's quite a bit, and I know I can be a chatty Cathy, so I'm just gonna show you what's doing well. Right now I had a ton more. That sounds kind of big-headed. I have more that are still doing well, that have not slowed down their growth since summertime. But I wanted to just show the ones that I noticed the biggest, like, whoa, that's still growing kind of a thing, and that I have to water the same as I was watering in the summertime. The first one is I believe, kind of the smallest out of the group, but will not be for long. Hopefully in a year he will take off even more. Is one of my more rare plants. This guy, sorry I have plants in front of me, is my Philodendron sodiroi or sodiroi. I think that is how you pronounce it. When I first got him, he was just fine. After about a month, I noticed a greasy, wet looking mark on one of his leaves, which you can find out about. I believe it's what you can get on your philodendrons, especially, called blight. I will link a YouTube friend's channel down below. Her name is Plant Mommy 916, I believe. I will link that down below. I will also put it below the screen. She goes into detail about it more. I will try to find the video and link it down below. But one of his leaves had blight on it, and so it ended up taking over, like the spots ended up taking over half the leaf, so I cut it off, and it left these two little guys. The little guys gave birth to this guy just recently, and then that guy came out with that leaf right there. And then there's another one. Let me try to find it. My eyes don't work well. You can't see it very well, but there is another one starting. I can't even see the camera. There is another one starting in there somewhere. I can feel it, but you just won't be able to see it. And the little sheath of skin, little sheath of stem that's there. There's a little leaf that's furled up in there. Furled. I think it's called furled. I don't know. So my Philodendron sodiroi is doing beautifully and is growing like a weed right now, currently. Another big, not big. Let's start with this one first. Another friend of mine that is a plant YouTuber, his name is, okay, I may get it wrong. I try to pronounce it right. Zahair or Zahair. He is from the UK, and he has the coolest plant channel. He goes into information, where the plants originate from. He talks about the growth patterns, the scientific backgrounds, all the chemical makeups. He goes into super like major depth and research with his plants. And he also is coming out, he's going to be opening a store up in the UK where he's going to be able to ship to the US. I cannot wait. Zahair, I'm going to purchase from you next spring, hopefully, if you're up and running. But this, he just got done talking about the Syngonium family, and a lot of people don't know this. My son came out of his room. Syngoniums actually start to vine out when they mature more. And not a lot of people know this because you get so many people propagating and starting new plants and propagating and starting new plants that they don't give the plant actual time to mature and live long enough to see them do this. And something started happening to my Syngonium, and I was like, what is going on? I propagated this plant from another plant I got from Garden Goods. And it turned into a full-blown big plant, but then it started to create, I'm hoping you can see this vine, this weird growth off the side of it. And I was like, what is going on? Perfect timing. Zahair came out with a video about Syngoniums and how they start to climb or vine. I believe he said they do better in a hanging basket. So Zahair, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. If you watch this video, I'm going to tag you, and also I'm going to link his channel down below. He is a very, very sweet man. I think a lot of you will like watching his content. But he talked about how Syngoniums start to vine out and climb up trees, climb down trees, and that they start seeking out, I think, the light or wherever the more nutrients is. I'm totally butchering it, but I do have a Syngonium. I'm so proud of it. I'm like a proud mama with her baby. This huge vine, and it just keeps spinning out. It's got a new leaf right in between there. I hope you can see it as well as I can. There is another leaf forming out right there, and this guy has developed this vine since the summertime, since now. So it wasn't even there. It just started sprouting up bigger on one side. I was like, what is going on? I left it alone, and lo and behold, my Syngonium has a vine. Oh man, it's getting dark. The next plant you will see, this guy has grown maybe a half a foot in the last 2 months. This is, I'm hoping you can see this just as much as I can. I'm gonna move this plant. Okay, this is my Philodendron red emerald. Such a cool plant. Now down below, this plant doesn't look like he did too hot, where the leaves are not as beautiful and as big and lush. But the more that he grows up my bamboo pole, which is too small for him now, so I need to invest in climbing poles. Now, if you have any suggestions about what are the best climbing poles, please leave comments down below what your opinion is about the whole climbing pole thing. I've looked at a lot of them. I'm almost scared to take that leap because I've seen others make their own. And then I hear about if you put the wood in the dirt, it'll start molding and rotting and then causing your roots to get root rot. There's so much stuff about it that I don't know what to buy. So I need to get them on climbing poles, because when they can climb and you give them something to grow on for their roots to dig into, the leaves get bigger and more beautiful. And I want that to happen to my plants. So this is my Philodendron red emerald. She is thriving, she is growing. You will see, I hope you can see me. You will see that she has another leaf popping out right there, and she just gave me like 6 leaves. I'm not even joking. So she is growing fast and healthy. And the room that I keep all of these plants in is a very warm room. It's the warmest room in my whole house. I keep the humidity on about 70%, and it also has a fan running 24/7. Don't have the humidity that high in a room with the heat going, you are asking for black mold or all kinds of things to grow on your plants and the leaves. So always have that fan oscillating, getting the circulation to go, or the circulation of air to go around, because you are asking for trouble to happen if you don't. Just a side note. And then this guy, even though I know a lot of people have this Monstera adansonii, he is growing like crazy. Summertime, he didn't really do anything for me, but hit fall time, the colder months, he is growing like you will not believe. But it's weird because it's lopsided, because it's only one side. So he is growing. I've taken 2 propagations off of him for friends. And then also on this side, I placed him by a grow light. So he is, maybe we can even him out a little bit, but he is starting to grow on this side. He did have a new growth. I can't see because the lighting, it's like that, is it dusk where it gets kind of gray outside, and so it makes my eyes have trouble to focus. If you're new to my channel, I am partially blind, legitimately partially blind. So the lighting is starting to make my eyes do something funny. Anyways, there is new growth on him. I just can't find where it's at, where he has a new leaf coming out on this side. So I was like, yes, it's not gonna be lopsided anymore. And so I'm really happy with how big he's getting, and I'm really pleased with him. He always has a new leaf coming out, and I love it. So that is my Monstera adansonii that is doing well and thriving and still growing, hasn't slowed down anything very much. I know it will happen, but so far it's growing good. I've got one more plant to show you, I think. Yep, one more. Didn't realize this guy, and I've seen him on my friend Brad at What the Flock Farm, and I have also seen another one, my friend Davy, who is Hey It's Davy, the variegated one that I gave her for her birthday. I've seen a lot of people say that their Burle marks are taking off like crazy and growing huge. And you know what? I repotted this guy probably about a month ago. He was root bound, didn't realize it. He was drinking water like crazy and it wasn't holding on to the water. So I was like, he needs to be repotted. I repotted him. And my Burle marks, you guys, I love this plant. I love this plant. I love this plant. I love this plant. I don't know if any of you have been with me long enough to where you saw this unboxing. I got this Burle marks for $6.99. And I had another fellow YouTuber tell me about the the eBay website. I don't do a whole lot of shopping on eBay. I prefer Etsy. I don't know why. I don't know. I just prefer it over eBay. Nothing wrong with eBay, but I love Etsy. And so I did get this off of eBay from a seller. And if you saw that, I don't know if you remember how small or smaller the 2 rooted cuttings that she had given me, but this Burle marks has taken off like you would not believe. And there is, I mean, he's unfurling leaves still as we speak. He still has, I mean, I don't even know where, I can't see it. I think I have new leaves even forming off of the ones. There's another leaf. And after I repotted him, I saw a tremendous amount of, there's 2 leaves that are gonna be developing. This one just came out. I just can't get over how big he's getting, and it makes me so happy, you guys. Yeah, I'm not even, okay, there's little tiny leaves that are just starting to form. So he's not done growing, and I cannot tell you how much my plants bring me joy, and how much I have been enjoying watching every single one of my plants thriving, growing, doing good. And if you want any kind of care tips, I am not an expert. I will keep saying that. I'm not going to tell you I know what I'm doing. I will get basically the gist of what the plant needs, and I will do it. And I try to recreate the atmosphere of what the plant is used to being in or where they originated from, even though I would never be able to do that. But I try my hardest to be able to make the plants comfortable. I know that sounds so bizarre. And I am working on getting some space heaters to be able to bring my plants out of my one plant room, just because it stays so cold. Our windows are drafty. I need space heaters to be able to bring my plants out to display them to everybody and for everyone else to see the beauty of what these plants do, the peace that they bring, the joy that they can give to someone. I just want to tell you I love you all. Thank you for taking the time. If you're still with me here, this long video, I just want to thank you. And I can't thank you enough. And I hope you enjoy. Until next time, I think please leave your comments down below. I am getting a few new plants, 6 new plants. And I believe this is going to be my last plant order until January, February time comes around, because Christmas is coming. I have a lot of Christmas gifts to buy. I wanted to go over my philodendron collection, an update philodendron collection. I have quite a few, a lot more than what I used to have in my old philodendron collection. And if you want to see that, please let me know. I would love to share that with you. My love, my passion, my hobby. I don't know how to explain what plants do for me. They just bring peace and a calmness. I love you all. I'm sorry I'm chatty, but I will be talking to you soon. And that's me signing out.